This video is brought to you by Saraswati Vidyalaya Union. This is Prapti. Today we are going to study about the respiration and circulation. From that we are going to study about the RBCs, means red blood corpuscles. Let's see.
In the last lecture, just before this, we have seen about the plasma. It is a composition of blood we are talking about. Okay, in the composition of blood, in the blood vascular system, we are talking about this composition of blood. In the composition of blood, we have already studied about the plasma. That plasma is the 55%. Okay, now we are going to study about the formed element. Okay, now let's see about this formed element. This formed element, these are also known as blood cells, or you can say that blood corpuscles. These are also known as the blood cells or the blood corpuscle. Now let's see about these types of formed element. Now we'll talk about the blood cell first. Now here these types of blood cells. Here three types of blood cells are present. Already hopes you all knows. In that the first type of blood cell, which is known as the RBCs. Okay. Next one is there, that is known as the WBCs. Okay, and third type is there, that is known as the platelets. Okay, all these are the different types. In these, platelets are there. So now here the names are what? The names are also different. These RBCs are also known as the erythrocyte. WBCs are known as the leukocyte. Okay, and platelets are known as the thrombocyte. Okay, if I have given you the chart here, then here this WBCs are again get divided into the two parts. One is known as the granulocyte, and the second one is there, which is known as the agranulocyte. Okay, this granulocyte again get divided into the three types. Okay, that is the first one, which is known as the neutrophils. Okay, then here eosinophil, and then next one is there, that is known as the basophil. And this granulocyte again get divided into the two types. Okay, one is known as the lymphocyte, and the second one is there, that is known as the monocyte. Okay, so this is the composition of blood cells. Okay, now here in this, see first about this RBCs. As I have already written over there, these RBCs are known as the erythrocyte. In that, erythros means what? Red. And cyte means what? That is known as the cell. That's why it is known as the red blood cell. Okay, now here this RBCs, now see, we'll see about the information about the RBCs. In this, RBCs are there which are abundant cells. As compared to the other cell, these cells are in abundant. They are more in number. If you have seen these RBCs are present in millions. Okay, WBCs, these are present in thousands. Okay, and then these platelets are present in lakhs. As compared to lakhs, as compared to thousand, these RBCs are more in number. That's why it is known as abundant. Okay, and the structure of these RBCs, if you observe, these RBCs are biconcave, like this. Okay, it is circular and biconcave. Okay, see that, I'll write it down here. It is circular, biconcave, and it is enucleated. Enucleated means what? The nucleus is absent. That's why it is known as enucleated. Now, in two animals such as the camels and the llama, in these two animals only this nucleus is present. But in the human being, in the other animals, this nucleus is absent. Okay, there is no nucleus is present. Now here, in this, in the RBCs, if you have seen, the nucleus is absent. Okay, so then if the nucleus are not present, so what is present inside it? So inside it there is a presence of hemoglobin. This hemoglobin, that gases, it carries the gases. Okay, for the transportation it plays an important role. That hemoglobin is present. This hemoglobin is also different in male and the female. Afterward I'll tell you about that also. Now here see that in the males, now what is the RBCs count? In the male body there is approximately 5.1 to 5.8 millions. Remember this. Millions per. This much is RBCs are present in the male body. Then in the females, the count is less. That means how much? 4.3 to 5.2 millions per cubic mm of blood. This is known as the RBC count. This much RBCs are present in the human body. Okay, now here this RBCs, the lifespan of the RBCs means for how many days this RBCs can live. So that is approximately 120 days. Okay, for this much days they can remain live. Okay, afterward no use of that RBCs. Then here, now let's see about this. Now the process is of formation. That formation of RBCs. See that this concept are same everywhere. In the WBCs also the same, in the RBCs also same, and in the platelet also the same. There will be the slight changes. Now here what I have written, formation of RBCs. So this process, it is known as the erythropoiesis. Formation of RBCs, it is known as the erythropoiesis. Then here the next concept is what? There is temporary increase, or you can say that there is increase in number of RBCs. This sign means what? Increase. Whenever these RBCs are increases, this increase of the RBCs, this concept which is known as the see that, I'll write it down with this color. It is known as the polycythemia. This is known as the polycythemia. Because poly means many, cythemia means there is an increase in number of the RBCs. So that's why it is known as a polycythemia. And whenever there is a decrease in number of these RBCs, this condition, this concept which is known as the erythrocytopenia. Remember these concepts, huh? Formation of RBCs, erythropoiesis. Increase in number of RBCs, polycythemia. Decrease in number of the RBCs, erythrocytopenia. Okay, now here I have written that erythropoiesis means the formation of RBCs. Means somewhere these RBCs are produced in body. For example, in fetus, these RBCs produce in liver and spleen. See that liver plays a very important role. Okay, in fetus it is produces in liver and spleen, and in the adults these RBCs produces in red bone marrow. Now here I have written about the lifespan. Okay, then what happened means where this RBCs, what happened after the death of that RBCs. So here this old and worn out RBCs, this old and worn out RBCs, so where this process takes place? This process takes place in adult in liver and spleen only. See that in in fetus this RBCs produces in liver and spleen, and then old and the worn out RBCs are there, so that are destroyed in liver and spleen only. So that type of the RBCs, this old and worn out RBCs, now these RBCs are not useful, so that type of RBCs which is known as the graveyard of RBCs. This concept which is known as the graveyard of these RBCs. Okay, don't worry, once again I'll explain you all this concept. Now here, see that once again I'll explain you this. RBCs name itself means it is also known as the erythrocyte. Erythros means red, cyte means cell. Okay, here I told you it is abundant in number, means abundant cell. They are also called as abundant cell. Why? Because they are present in more amount as compared to the WBCs, as compared to the platelets, they are present in a high amount. Now what is the structure? It is biconcave. पेड़ा पता है, पेड़े जैसा. पेड़ा कैसे बीच में जरा सा प्रेस होता है. It is rounded, but at the center it is pressed. कुछ पेड़े वैसे रहते हैं. देखो, it is circular, biconcave, enucleated. Sorry, enucleated. Enucleated means what? Nucleus is absent. Here I have not shown nucleus. Nucleus is absent. Now what is present then inside the RBCs? Hemoglobin is present. Okay, in the respiration we have seen that in the that oxygen combined with the hemoglobin, it forms the oxyhemoglobin. So this hemoglobin is present. Okay, then in female and the male I have shown that different race. Then lifespan of RBCs is 120 days. An increase in number of RBCs, it is known as a polycythemia. Polycythemia, and decrease in number of RBCs, it is known as the erythrocytopenia. Okay, in the fetus, this RBCs produce in liver and spleen. In adults, they are produces in the red bone marrow. If I have given the lifespan, means that is the death of that RBCs. So these old and worn out RBCs are destroyed where? These are destroyed in liver and spleen. Okay, now here these RBCs are there. Now the functions of RBCs we'll see. Okay, before the functions, see about this structure. Now this is the structure. In this RBCs, there is a membrane bound cell organelles. For example, mitochondria, nucleus, all these substances are present. So what is present in this? In the cytoplasm, there is a presence of, as I have already explained you, in the cytoplasm there is a presence of this HB. Okay, and there is a presence of oxygen carrying proteinaceous substances, or you can say that pigments. That pigments are present. Okay, and this means now HB and oxygen carrying pigments are there. Due to this only, this RBC is having this red color. Getting all of you or not? This RBC is having red color. Okay, now I'll explain you about the functions of RBCs. This is the detailed information of RBCs. Now let's see about the function. This is the tree diagram. You just note it down. Tree diagram. Hope you all have already noted. Okay, now I'll tell you about the tree diagram. the functions of RBC. Now see these functions. In the starting only I told you the functions of blood, that is transportation, homeostasis and the protection. Now what are the functions of these RBCs? First one is there, that is for the transportation. The same thing for the transportation, for the transport of gases, means oxygen, respiratory gases. For that purpose it is important, that is transportation. Okay, so it is also very important for maintaining, it is very important for maintaining pH and viscosity. Okay, pH and viscosity. Okay, now here as well as these RBCs and playing an important role during the blood clotting also. For that also it is important. I'll write it down properly here so you will not get confused. For blood clotting. Okay, and the last concept of this hemoglobin, this RBCs is there. That is one of the concept they have given, that is known as the hematocrit. This hematocrit. Okay, this hematocrit means what? Here they have given this hematocrit means what? It is the ratio of volume. See that ratio, that's why I have given this line. It is ratio of volume of RBCs to the total blood volume or the volume of blood, or you can say that total volume of blood. This is total volume of blood. This is about the RBCs. Okay, understood? So this is about the one cell only, that is about the RBCs.
So this is related to the hematocrit.